worries, everyone. Hey, Rob. Yay, Lorraine. You have to request in, my lovely. Hi, Jody. All right, let's see. Oz. Oh, thank you, darling. That's something in my eyes. See?
We're black.
We can't see you.
I know. What have I done? Oh my gosh. Oh no.
We can't see you, my lovely.
Oh, can you hear me?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh no.
Do you want to come out and try again?
Yeah, I'll come out and try again.
Come out the live and try again. Let's see. We're going to try that again. We're having some technical difficulties. Hi, Philippa. How are you? Hey, love. Happy NNRW. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, so if you don't know, this is for National Nanny Recognition Week 2020. I will be honouring 10 different amazing nannies because we need to get the recognition we deserve. So I'll be speaking with Lorraine today from British Nanny in Oz. So she's a British nanny that lives in Australia. And she nannies out there. So we'll be talking to her. We're just having some technical difficulties. So please bear with us. Okay. Right. Do you want to try and request for me again? Let's see if I can request her in. I'm hoping. This is the thing with lives. You never know if it's going to go well. Let's see.
Oops.
Yay! Whoop, 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 whoop.
You can see me now?
Yeah, we can see your pretty face. And I love the haircut. Oh, there's sweat. This is sweat.
Well,
I'm hot.
Nanny shot. Oh, did you get yours done?
Pardon?
Did you get yours done?
Yeah, I just cut mine like 10 minutes ago. Do you like it, guys? I did it myself.
Sexy.
I did it myself. I'm really hot now.
Everybody, I'm sorry about a little mishap.
That's all right.
Those who know me well know I like to make an entrance.
Yes. So, what is this that
Cheers, everyone.
What is that?
Wine.
What is it?
It's wine, Dan.
Oh, your wine. Oh, girl. I didn't even. I tell you what I got.
What you got?
Water. I don't drink. I know, I don't drink. I'm a bit dry. Well, you see me already. I don't think I need drink, do I? Right, alcohol.
No, you don't. But it is, let me just remind everybody watching that it is 9 o'clock in Oz time.
That's all right. So in Australia, it's 9 p.m. now, yeah?
Yeah. So wine is officially allowed.
Here it's afternoon. So I think in Atlanta it's morning. It's evening where you are. Ooh. So hi everyone, welcome to the live with Lorraine, British Nanny in Oz. Do you want to tell us who you are, what you do, how long you've been a nanny, what you're about? The floor is yours.
Thank you, darling. Well, before I say anything, I want to say thank you so much for choosing me to be one of your special 10. I feel very honoured. Okay, so for those who ever watch anything on my page, you know that very seldom do I actually have anything planned. So as always, today I'm going with the same way, so I'm going off the cuff. And yeah, so my name's Lorraine. Otherwise known as British Nanny in Oz. I've been a nanny for 26 years, which is kind of scary. I'm also a nurse. And what else can I say about me? I've got experience with special needs, children of all ages, and I live in Sydney.
Yay!
But obviously, yeah, originally from the UK, from Surrey, and also I lived in London for many moons too.
Okay, so
and
well, go ahead.
And oh, I just got to show this.
Very British, darling. Very British.
Very British. I know. So I just thought I'd have to add that.
You have to keep the roots wherever you go.
Also, you know what else I've got, Nanny Shaz?
What? Let me see.
Do you know,
Oh,
do you know what this is?
No, I can't see it.
This is a boomerang.
A boomerang.
A boomerang.
That's so cool. It's handmade.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, that is so cool. Where did you get that from?
So yeah. I just dropped it. I think I got it my husband's.
Okay.
It came from somewhere.
Blowing. My wind's blowing my blinds. Go on.
So anyway.
So yeah, right. I've got so many
questions
for you. Because you know me, I'm nosy. And when we first connected, which was a few months ago now, like me and Lorraine, by the way, we talk every single day. Isn't it? We talk every day. Like since we've met, there's not been a day that we haven't spoke. So I know about you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I get withdrawal when I don't talk to you.
Say that again?
I get withdrawal when I don't have my Nanny Shah's check.
Yeah, the other day she's like, Shada, it's been a day. I haven't spoken to you. What's going on? I was like, yeah. No, I'm here. You're like, I'm having Shada withdrawals.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I obviously know, like I said, quite a lot about you now because obviously we're now friends. But obviously my audience doesn't know much about you in terms of like how you got into being a nanny, and then also you said that your background is as a nurse. So do you want to talk about like your transition from being a nurse into a nanny and then how you ended up in Australia?
Yeah, of course. So basically, when did I first become a nanny? I kind of fell into nannying, and I started when I was about 16 and left school very young and fell into nannying. Was never planned, just through happened to know somebody who wanted a position came up, and I took that position and really enjoyed it. And Ben worked in a day nursery, so which was really great because I've gone from kind of like one-to-one to kind of getting a lot of experience in a group setting. And then I put myself back to school. So all my education, and I'm really big advocate of education.
Me too.
Was done in the non-conventional way. It was all done after I finished school, which I think kind of worked for me. I don't think I really ever suited the whole school thing, the setting of school. But as soon as I kind of was making my own decisions and following my interests, following what I enjoyed, then it worked well for me. But nursing didn't come till later, darling. Nursing didn't come till afterwards. But yeah, so I have done lots of study since. And from then on, I've gone on from nannying job. I've done play therapy as well. I was at Great Ormond Street for a year as a student studying play therapy, which was really interesting.
Yeah, I love that.
And moved from Guildford up to London when I was in my early 20s. Yeah, and then when did I come over to Oz? Came over to Oz for the first time in 2000. I'm big on traveling. Always love to travel and kind of always get like itchy feet when I don't travel.
Yeah. I'm dying right now. I've been in England for like 6 months.
I know. It's
yeah.
hard. I know, it's really hard. So yeah, I think it was the year 2000 that my boss was on maternity leave. So I had like this space of 3 months, and I took myself to Australia by myself, and it was fantastic. Because at the time I wasn't very confident. Didn't have a lot of self-confidence before. So it made me talk to people. When you travel on your own, you've got to talk to people.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
And a big turning point for me. And it could have been any country, but it was just a big turning point to be backpacking and to really just that time out to kind of for myself to really kind of learn new experiences and also to really push myself into situations to meet like a wide variety of people. And yeah, and it never lost me. Australia never lost me. It was always as soon as from that time, it was always sort of in my blood.
What was it?
And I lived over here.
What was it about Australia that made you say, "Okay, this is going to be my home"?
Listen, the climate. I hate the cold. I hate the rain. I hate it. And it's so hilarious over here because if we get cold weather, everyone's like, "You're from the UK," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I didn't like it."
Yeah. That is me.
I
That
was
is
always
me.
cold.
It
I
is.
hated Jan. I hate. Yeah. Listen, the UK in the summer is the most amazing place,
Oh
and when the sun
man.
shines, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous, especially
Beautiful.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I can second
but
that.
when it's
When it's
cold,
hot here, it's beautiful. There's so many hidden
yeah,
gems. But when it's cold and it's raining, Lord
yeah,
Jesus, please
and it's
don't
great.
need. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's not the one.
So yeah, so it suits me to be in a climate where it's pretty much warm most of the time.
So how often do you get rain
And
in Australia? How often do you get rain?
it's weird. It's like actually we had rain today. It rained
Oh, well, it's
today.
quite warm here
Um,
today. It's hot.
wow. Well, it wasn't cold. It was about 22, but it was but it was raining.
I
But we
love
get
when you
kind of.
talk, yeah, your accent. You have like a twang
I know
of
it's like
British
messed
and
up.
Australian. It's like a little twang comes out, and it sounds a bit
I
like,
know. And
oh,
do you know? And do you know? My sister's watching right now,
how is
and
she?
she'll be
Hi,
getting so
sister.
angry. Yeah,
Hello.
hi Joe. She'll be getting so angry. She'll be just like, speak English, speak
How is
English.
it?
Quick.
Why is your sister
Yeah,
in the UK or is she in Australia?
yeah. She's in Surrey.
Ah,
She's
she's
near
in
Guildford.
Surrey.
In Surrey.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then, so what would you say is like one of being your best experience of, being a nanny? Like, what are some of the things that stand out as to why you chose nannying as a career?
I think the main thing. Oh, my sister just said hello.
Hi.
Hello. Without being too, without being too cliche, is it's got to be the relationship you make with your kids, with your charges,
Mm,
and nothing beats it. And I know
nothing.
everybody says it, and it sounds really cliche, but
Mm,
it really is.
yeah.
You know, all of my little ones, and some of them not so little anymore. I have to say, you know, I'm so proud of them. And some of
Mm,
them have followed the academic lines, and some of them have you know, gone other ways. But they're all doing so well, and I'm just so proud of them. And just to be able to have them in your life and watch that is just,
mm,
and know that at some point you had a little bit of input.
yeah, for sure.
That
Is
to
that
me,
knowing that?
yeah, and that to
Mm,
me is huge. And
mm.
a big poignant moment for me was before I got married. I had three of my charges as I had two bridesmaids and one as a page boy.
Oh,
Um,
that is so
I
sweet.
know, and one of the bridesmaids, she would have been what 16 at the time, 15, 16, and she was one when I nannied for her, and she was
Wow.
keeping me calm outside the chapel when we were waiting to go in. She was keeping me calm, and I was just like, oh my God,
This is
my
like,
baby's actually keeping me calm.
yeah, that is the best. I think that's what it's all about, really. Like that, like
Yeah,
life
yeah.
experience. Like they're never gonna forget you in that sense that you had. Oh, sorry, my neighbor just went to the window like half naked. I'm like, oh,
Oh,
sorry. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. Yeah, that's the thing about
anyway, yeah,
being a nanny. You have those experiences that you will never get in the corporate world. Some people even say like,
no,
"Oh, how can you be a nanny? How can you be with children all day?" Or, "Oh my God, how do you do it?" And I'm just thinking, it's so much fun. Like
yeah,
I know a lot of people that go to work and they can't come back every day and say they had something fun happen. Do you know what I mean? Where
yeah,
I can say that on numerous days. And for me, like, I don't want to get married, but you know, one day I don't know that might change. I don't know. We don't know what's happening in the future, but I would definitely have my nanny children. I've got loads of nieces and nephews anyway, but they'll be a lot older if I ever got married. So that, like having them in your wedding and stuff, that is just sweet because that's memories forever. Like you got pictures of
yeah,
that now, right? Oh, that's amazing,
yeah, of
man.
course,
That's like most, okay,
yeah,
nannies that get married, that's like their dream. And I've seen it a lot with nannies that have got married that have their charges in their wedding. I've seen that a
yeah.
lot as well. And it's such a beautiful touch to it as well. So what would you say is like the worst or like the most challenging thing that you've had to deal with throughout, or the thing that keeps reoccurring, or if there's an incident that
Okay,
like, just tell us a bit about like when it doesn't go so well.
okay. Well, I mean, there's a few things, but my main thing is always leaving. And again, I just feel like this is really cliche, but
No,
it
it's not.
kills me every single time. And it doesn't matter how many times I've done it and how many years you've been a nanny, it doesn't get any easier.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really difficult about it is that people out of the nanny community don't really get it. And because what it is, as a nanny, when you come in, the pressure you're put under is very much like you have to be there. You're basically there for that family, beck and call. And it doesn't matter how good the family are, but in the sense of being reliable, that's what they expect.
Mm-hmm.
And taking care on every level of everything which involves those children.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you leave, from the outside, it's like, oh my God, I'm leaving my babies. I've spent all of these hours, and everyone else's opinion is suddenly like, but they're not your kids. It's fine. They'll be fine without you. And of course, you know they're going to be fine without you. Yes, you know they're going to survive. Of course, they're going to survive. But it's just such a weird. It's such a weird. It's a weird thing, and it's weird to lose that attachment. And you do go through a period of mourning. It's really weird.
And
so
you
that would be
something. Is that for you the worst thing? Like one of the hardest things?
Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
And I think, and I have to say, as much as everyone's going to bring this up at some point in this week. I mean, COVID has been, from a nanny's point of view, was such a test for me.
Why?
And
do you want to speak on that a bit more?
I don't think it matters how long you've been a nanny. I just think it just changed everything. And be aware that when I'm saying this, it wasn't as bad in Australia as you guys had it. So it was different. But we were in lockdown. But I was still going to work every day. And suddenly, all your activities and all your norms that you have are suddenly gone. And you've got a parent at home. So not only have you've got taken away, but you've got all the parents at home, which isn't a negative per se, but the parents are at home, but it's different. It's your whole job has changed. Their whole job's changed too, but they're not so much under the spotlight. And I found positives, I found negatives, but it really challenged me.
Yeah.
And a lot of what I did was went back to nature. We went back to basics. And in some ways it improved me. It really tested me, and in a good way. Because
thank you for that honesty. Thank you for that honesty. Did you want to? Sorry, I just cut you off. Sorry. Go ahead. Ooh.
No, it's fine. I went back to. I was just going to say it was good for me, and I don't believe that anybody is sitting there saying, "Oh, you've been a nanny for 26 years, you know it all." I think that's rubbish. You're always evolving, and you'll always be educating and learning things. And COVID was a great learning experience for me. It took me back to nature. There I was in the park. We were doing things like picking up sticks, counting sticks. We learned so much by just going back to nature. And things that, I'm not going to lie, they're things that I would like to say I was doing as a nanny before. But it was very much like, oh, good, we're at the park. I've got my coffee, let's go to the playground. Let's physically wear them out. And it wasn't that I wasn't doing the other stuff, but we were walking past the trees. Do you know what I mean? We weren't picking up all the things, doing all the things.
Yeah.
And it was a great learning curve for me. Because it was like, oh my God, this isn't going. It really did kind of like, it challenged me. And it really made me kind of change the way I do the job. But it was bloody hard.
Yeah.
We had this poor lady. Sorry, everybody, excuse my language. I said, Shada, I said bloody. Everybody.
I can't hear anyway. What was she doing?
Oh, so we had this one lady at the park, because we had one park we could go to. And we called her the baby chino lady. Bless her. And our highlight of the day is we'd go around the park, we'd go and do all of these things, and then I'd get a coffee and my little one would have a baby chino.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you got to imagine, I'm not talking to any bosses, any adults apart from my bosses.
Yeah.
And this poor lady, as soon as I saw her, I'd be so excited every day. And I would bend her ear off, chew her ear off, and she'd be just like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it happened. It happened. I did a post on a little boy called Arlo and his mom, Dom. She was my person. Literally, she got me through COVID because at one point we couldn't even leave the house. So I was working through the whole pandemic, both parents at home, and which I didn't mind because my bosses were cool as hell. But
Right.
then having both boys at home and them not having to leave the house, my boys are very outdoorsy. They love being outside.
Yeah.
That was very difficult for them. So I had to find things in the house for them to do to keep them going. And then at one point we could only go out for like an hour a day. And so I made sure that I planned the hour like either we stay in the morning and we go out in the afternoon, or we'll go out in the morning and stay in the afternoon. But the same, whenever I saw Dom, she literally got like mouth diarrhea. Like I was like literally.
Yeah.
And she's like, but you know what? She felt the same too. So she was like doing her mouth diarrhea, and I was, and it was literally like we literally got each other through that time. So don't fall away for that. And she probably was looking forward to that. I guarantee if you didn't go out on that day and she didn't see you, she'd be like, "Oh, where's Lorraine? Like I haven't seen her today."
Yeah.
And your presence will be noticed, you know, when it's not there. So definitely don't feel bad for that.
My presence is always noticed, unfortunately.
Say that again.
My presence is always noticed when I'm not around, which is unfortunate.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's just quiet. So people are like, where's Shada? Because it's very quiet in here. What's going on? Shada's not here. Because if I'm there, it's not going to be quiet. We got some comments, so let me see if I can.
Exciting.
Well, guys, if you have any questions for Lorraine, please feel free to comment.
Yeah, I love questions. I love questions.
Answer. Hi, everyone coming in. Gosh, there's loads of people in here. Let's see. Looking good, Lorraine. Tropic with Lynn James says. Good morning, Clint. It's 7 a.m. Wow, she's up. Thanks for joining in so early. 7 a.m. in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Join us. We're global, guys. We're global. Hello. So clearly, Nanny. Hello. She's laughing at us. Is your sister called Joe?
Yeah.
Hi, Joe. Let's Play and Learn says, yes, COVID has made our jobs so challenging. Oh, for you, Jess, I know. Hi, Marie. She moms it. Hello. Welcome. Let's Play and Learn says, let that poor first adult you see for the first time in days. Yeah, they get it. Unfortunately, they get it because you're just with children.
Yeah.
You're constantly having like child and adult interactions, and then you see an adult, it's just like, what? Everything comes out. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions for Lorraine, please do just put them down below, and then we'll have a section where we just go to the comments and she can answer them all for you. So in terms of advice, what advice, seeing that you've been a nanny for 26 years, listen, that is seasoned. You're what seasoned nannies, meaning veteran up in this. Yeah. So what advice would you give to for instance, I was a young lady, and well, I still am very young, but if I was a young lady and I wanted to get into nannying for the first time, what would be some of the things like that you wish someone told you that you would tell now a junior nanny?
I think education is paramount. Have that behind you. By all means, get lots of experience, but make sure you've got the education. Read up on stuff. Always make sure you know what the trends are. But most importantly, I think time management is huge. So important in a nannying job. Being able to communicate, being able to not be too confronting, but to be able to stick up here, to be able to make your points clear.
Yeah, is
really important.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that in a non-confrontational way is great, but obviously that takes practice. And and self-care. Care for yourself, because I have worked for the most wonderful families. I really have. But every single family you work for are going to put their needs first. And that's because that's human nature. And that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's fine. So it's up to you to make sure that you are looking after yourself. So
Gems. Listen, guys, she's been in the game for 26 years. Listen to the advice, yo. I'm giving you guys flavor, you know. Today we got British Nanny in Oz. Yesterday we had Linda Atkins. Before that we had Shannon, VI Paroles. Yeah, I hope I'm saying that right. So guys, if you haven't watched the live before this, watch this live. Send it to your friends, forward it, let everyone see, because this is, you know, this is gems that you're giving right now. You've been in the game for 26 years. You've probably seen what I've seen, double that. So in terms of nannying, have you traveled with a nanny family before? Like, or
I was lucky enough. I worked with my first travel I did travel with was a Finnish family. So I used to go over there. Did that quite a few times, which was really interesting. We used to go over to Helsinki.
What was it like?
Which was really cool because it's so different. And you go in the summer and the winter, it's totally different again. In the winter there, it's snow, ice everywhere, dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. In the summer, it's actually quite warm, and they're all mad about saunas. But that was just a really lovely experience to do that. And I've worked with the American family, so I've spent quite a bit of time in San Francisco, which I love.
Yeah.
And I actually did a couple of nanny jobs.
That's like second home.
Yeah, I know you do. Oh, yeah. And I spent a couple of summers there. I spent a couple of summers working I was actually in Burlingame, which is on the outskirts of suburbs of San Francisco, and a couple of summers just working there, which was really lovely.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's crazy, because when I was in San Francisco, I was in Pleasanton, which is like the suburbs. It's like 38 miles outside of San Francisco. And it was very predominantly just white. So it was like spot the black. Ooh. I stood out as well, especially with the way that I look. It was just like, oh, she's new. She's not from around here. And then when they heard me speak, it was like, whoa, she really is a foreigner. So it was really different for me. But I tell you, I took the train one time to Oakland, which is just full of black people. And I remember going, oh my God, wow, there's people like me here. Because for like 3 months straight, I had not seen one black person. I was like this little village, and I was like the only black person in that village. And it was weird. It's like I'd been reborn.
Wow.
I was like, oh, woo!
Because I really love, one of the things I would say I experienced from San Francisco was the diversity. And I'm not a huge fan of the States. I'm so sorry, everybody, for that reason. And I just love, well, I feel like a little bit, I need to apologise. I love how quirky San Francisco is. And when I say San Francisco, I don't mean in suburbs. I mean, you know.
Yeah. There is very diverse when you go into San Francisco, but the outskirts around it, it's like everyone on the outskirts, and they all go into San Francisco. So you see Chinese, black, Indian, white. You see loads of different races, and you're like, oh, yes, this looks a bit like London now. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Out you go, boy, I said, oh, I'm going to be all right here. I'm going to be all right. But everyone was really friendly. Everyone was really nice. I only had like 1 or 2 incidents with racism, like nothing to like, you know, one time I actually was walking down the road, and these group of guys were in a car, and they just shouted like the N-word. And I was looking around like, who are they talking to? They're not talking to me, because I'm looking around. I see I'm the only black person on the road, so I'm thinking, yeah, they ain't talking to me. So I carried on walking, and then they like did a U-turn and came back around and said it again and started laughing. I was like, oh, they were talking to me. I was like, oh boy. I was like, whoa, that was like my first experience out there with it. But besides that was like one experience. I was out there for like 3 months. Yeah, but it was not. Besides that I wouldn't say that overrid like all my experience there. Most of my experience there was so positive and lovely. Everyone was really friendly, chatty, and especially when they hear that you're not from there as well, they're like, oh, have you tried this? Have you got this? Like, they're really friendly. That was just like my one experience, and I was like, wow, boy, that was brazen. Like, they didn't care. But like I said, it's, you know, it's ignorance. They haven't seen someone as beautiful as me, so you know. But yeah,
true, isn't it?
Well, I think we got some comments.
I'm just getting my wine glass again.
Yeah. Oh, clearly Nanny said yes, education is key. Hi, Miss Callie. Hello, welcome. Hey, Chella. How are you guys up so early on a Sunday? It's like 7 or 8 in Atlanta, and they're early. Wow. So, what advice would you give to parents? So, if you were doing a dear parents from a nanny perspective, what advice would you give to parents in terms of helping helping to have a healthy and open relationship with your nanny? What advice would you give?
Okay. I think the most important thing is that you've got to remember that your nanny coming in is there because you're requesting that nanny. And for start off, because I think that gets forgotten. Secondly, your nanny's there to help you. She's there to support you. She's there to, to help to build that void. If your parents got to work or whatever the commitment is, she's there as a support. And so I'm going because I'm thinking about how to word this right.
No, just word it how you want.
The nanny, and also just remember that the nanny is never coming in to replace you.
Thank you.
There is only one. There is only one mother. There is only one mother, and it doesn't matter how attached the children are to the nanny and how concerned you are that the relationship is strong between the children and the nanny is strong. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you are the main parent. You are the mother, and nothing can take that away. So yeah, that would be your
advice. I love that, and I can second that for sure, because one thing that I try to explain is, like, when your child has a favorite teacher, it doesn't mean that you're less of a mother. It doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do. It's just that child just loves that of an adult. It doesn't take away from who you are to them. And no one's trying to be their mom, because if I wanted to be a mom, I would have a child myself. Exactly. And I don't have one, so therefore, like, you don't have to worry about us trying to take the mom role, because the children know anyway. Like, they were in your stomach for 9 months. They have a bond with you that's
I don't want to be.
I don't want to be as well. That's the big thing. Yeah, like, I'm not trying to be the mom. I want to be the best. I love your child. I don't want to be the mom.
Yeah, but I want to walk out of that door at 6 o'clock, because by 6 o'clock I'm happy to go home.
Trust me.
That's my choice. That's why I choose to be a nanny and not a parent.
Right, there you go. We got some comments, Lorraine. Learn with Miss Kelly. Hello, welcome. It's 1:30 p.m. here in Italy. Oh, we're global. Hey, hi Italy. Welcome. Oh, that's lovely. Thanks for joining us. Clearly, Nanny said bike ride later. Oh, so exercise. You guys, I wish I had that determination to get up early to exercise. I just don't. So well done to you. Self-care, it name. Learn with Miss Callie says, trust that we have your family's best interests at heart. 100, 1,000, 1 billion%. Clearly, Nanny says, that's why I'm up. Laugh out loud. Chella says, oh, what does Chella say? Chella says, at Clearly Nanny and I never slept, but we riding our bike today. Yeah, you guys are crazy. You're trying to live that Shada life. Lack of sleep and still doing lows. After your bike ride, go home and shower and go on to your bed. Yeah, go to your bed and sleep, because Chella was telling me off, yesterday. She goes, girl, you need to sleep. You're always up. Sorry, Mom. She's telling me off. Now you're doing it. Listen, learn with Miss Callie. Why were you guys up? I want to know. I'm nosy. Why were you guys up so late? Learn with Miss Callie. I totally agree. Hi, Lucien Bell. That's a very nice profile picture. Hi. Let's Play and Learn says, yeah, I love my nanny kids, the world, but I'm happy to be out that door at 6 o'clock. And that's the benefits of being a nanny. You get to have, great experiences with the children, but then you can go home. No, parents don't have that luxury. They don't have that luxury. So that's why I just have a next level of respect for parents, because I'm like, you guys do what I do for 12 hours a day. I do it for 12 hours. You guys do that every day. Like, that's your life. Like, they can't just go, yeah, no, I'm going to take the day off today. They can't do that. Well, they can if they hire us, and then they just, but then that costs money. You know what I mean? It costs money, and it's limited for them. For us, it's unlimited, but for them, it's they just have that one day or a few hours, and then they have to, like, they just never stop. Like, being a mom is no joke, Even being a dad is no joke as well. But people that decide to have children keep having them because it keeps us in business. Thank you.
You're so funny. Oh
Okay, so in terms of like being in Australia, what would you say, how would you compare your nanny experience in Britain or England, your nanny experience in Australia? Is it different? Is it the same? Like, what are some of the things that, I'm sorry, but all my neighbors are just coming out like half naked on their balconies. I don't know why, but it's very distracting.
Where do you live?
I'm
Where
like,
do you live?
no, but not I'm joking.
Wow. Yeah, it's very different. It's very different.
How?
It's definitely, especially from being a London, not only being an English nanny, but being a London nanny.
Why? Talk to
It's
us about it.
changing. It's okay. I'm talking. It's behind. We're not taken as seriously as a professional over in Australia as we are in London.
Okay.
It's changing, it's improving, and it is happening, but not to the same level. Childcare is different over here. They have a lot, what we call day nurseries in the UK, we call childcare centres over here. And they're regulated, they're affordable, and there's a lot more of them, which is fantastic. It's really great because it means, you know, you've got that sort of medium income. You know, it really takes the pressure off parents.
Yeah.
And because of that, for a long time, nannies weren't taken very seriously over here. Nannies are being taken a lot more seriously now, and there's a lot more of us, but there's still a long way to go in comparison compared to London nanny. Huh?
Because of COVID.
Do you think that's because of COVID? Oh, COVID's definitely changed things, but I don't think that's to do with that. I've noticed with COVID, which I think from talking to you and other nannies in the UK, it's pretty similar. The parents are definitely getting a lot more picky. People are a lot more panicky. So I think that's going on. And I think there is an amount of people who are trying to get more for their money. There are a lot of, I've noticed a lot more nanny. I can only do it one hand. Sorry, I want to do my inverted comment.
Do it for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard when you're holding the phone. Who are basically trying to get childcare for a pittance. And I know that always goes on. And it probably doesn't bother me as much normally because there's enough work for everybody. But at the moment, I think it's bothering me more. Yeah. And definitely. It's really... I was having a conversation.
It undervalues the industry, the nanny industry. It undermines it. That's what I said about nanny, making sure that they charge in line with their experience and their knowledge. Because if you're going to be a nanny that's been here for 26 years and you're charging starting nanny prices, what are you then letting other parents know that, oh, no matter what your experience is, you can pay them the starting wage? No. My level of it, I've heard it so many times before. People say, oh, your fee's quite high. And I'm like, yeah, because I've got 2 degrees and I have over 16 plus years experience in childcare. So I said, I could actually charge more if I wanted to, but that's my starting rate. Yeah? So take it or leave it. It's based on my experience and my knowledge. And if more nannies were like that, then we would, you know, get the pay that we deserve. But that's why we're campaigning now for, in the UK, we're campaigning. And I'm hoping if it goes through, then we can then, you know, trial it out with other countries. We're campaigning the UK Nanny Matters campaign. Is basically so we can have a pay scale. We can have the nanny industry regulated. So parents can look, the government can say, if you hire a nanny, this is how much you pay a nanny that's had 1 to 2 years experience. This is how much you pay a nanny that's had 3 to 5 years experience. Do you know what I mean? Because now, like you just said, there's people that are going, oh, I've lost my job. I'm just going to be a nanny then. And then they don't have no experience, nothing. And then career nannies like ourselves, you know, we get looked at like we're difficult. Why are you charging that much? Well, I had a nanny that did it for £10 an hour. Excuse me, well, I'm not that nanny, first of all. So, yeah, I can definitely resonate with that. Definitely. Hi to the new people coming in. Quite a few people just came in. But, yeah, go ahead.
And I was talking to someone about it the other day. It had nothing to do with the childcare industry. Let me just, you know, and I was trying to explain it. And I was saying, you know, what's important to you? Well, let's talk about your car. If you had something wrong with your car and you took it to the mechanic, would you just ask for the apprentice to fix your car? Would you feel comfortable with that? to then get in your car and drive your car afterwards? Because that's what you're asking when you're asking for these people who aren't qualified, who haven't got the experience, who haven't got everything else behind them to look after your child. But if you think about your car versus your child, what's the levels of importance there? Because surely your child is your most important possession. And it's kind of like, so if you wouldn't expect when you have your car, take your car for an MOT, take it for a service, and if you wouldn't expect the apprentice to do it all on themselves, without being watched, without the experience, without the education, because that's your car, and you wouldn't trust to get in that car afterwards, why would you trust that level of care with your most precious possession, your children?
Yeah, I like that. That was a very good way of explaining it. A very good way of explaining it, because it's funny, because if something was to go wrong, the first thing they're going to do is blame that person, but you can't, because you haven't done your checks. You haven't done your check. Yeah. You haven't checked this person's qualified enough, or within that, like, they haven't got the experience, to do that. And a lot of people sometimes say, "Oh, well, I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I know how to look after children." But with nannying, it's different, because nannying, you're not a mom. Like, there's certain things. I feel like with parenting, a lot of parents go into it not knowing a lot. So when you have a nanny, that's the void that you're trying to fill. You've got a childcare professional that knows what you don't know, but also can do what you do. Yeah. So that's what bridges it all together. And that's why you become a team, a parenting team. So I just wouldn't, like, I don't know, if I was a mom, I would, if I'm going to hire an expert to come into my house, I want it to be, if I don't know it, I'm going to you, and you better know it, because I'm paying you to know this stuff that I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I would look at it. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think right now everyone's going through it financially, so that's something. Yeah, of course. I don't know. Maybe that can override other stuff. So I'm gonna be quick, because Instagram, like I said, it likes to cut off the live. Okay, sorry guys. Before. No, it's fine. It's been amazing, guys. If you have any questions for Lorraine, please put them in the comments. Let us know. If you found this useful, please give us some purple love hearts, because you know how I do purple love hearts. And please check out my series. Yes. Every week on British Nanny in Oz, I have a different series. It can be on anything. It can be anything from potty training to Halloween preparation. It can be, but basically just sharing my experiences to you guys. Say your Instagram again. British Nanny in Oz. British Nanny in Oz. You can follow her series that she does. You can go follow her now, guys. And is there anything I wanted to ask you? My last question, sorry, was what do you want to be recognised for? What would you like to, this is obviously National Nanny Recognition Week, what would you like to be recognised for? Someone who cares, someone who gives a damn, someone who, when they're at the park, and somebody could be watching me and they wouldn't know if I was the mother or the nanny, because that's the standard of care I give to that child. That's who I want to be recognised. Wait, mic drop. Oh! I love that. Absolutely love that. I think the only difference with me, they know that I'm not the nanny, because the children are normally a different colour. But I love that. I absolutely love that, because that's what you want. You want people to be like, is she the mom, or is she related to them, or because you're treating them so well, they don't know the difference. Absolutely love that. See what happens, guys. 26 years in the game, you can just drop gems like that. Hey Lorraine, and we both love music as well, don't we? We're always like sending music to each other in the DMs. And my theme tune, if anybody wants to know my theme tune, nanny, 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 boo, boo. I love that song. What is it with that song? I don't know, but obviously we're nannies, so it touches something in us. Oh, thanks for the purple love hearts, guys. Look, you gave some purple love hearts. Woo, woo, woo. It's love. This page is about love, spreading the love. We don't want no negativity, no hateration up in this. Okay. But I also want to say, guys, make sure you stay tuned, because for like I said, the next few days up until the 26th of September, I'll be going live every day with a different nanny. And And today's what? Sunday. Yeah. So tomorrow we have Let's Play and Learn. Woohoo! That is right. I do have Let's Play and Learn. Jess, if you're in here, let me know. You're tomorrow. You are. You're the 21st. I got it in my head. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow we got Let's Play and Learn, and she is going to be talking about herself, obviously, and she also loves to. If you look at her page, it's amazing. Play. Loads of things about play, different play ideas and stuff like that. So that's what's going to be happening tomorrow. Today we had the beautiful Lorraine. Can we give her flowers while she's still here? Celebrate legends while they're still here. Thank you so much, Lorraine, for making me honour you for National Nanny Recognition Week.
Oh,
Don't say that again.
Thank you so much. You are fantastic.
Sure. Listen, thank you. I love you so much, and your support and everything from the day one. The moment you started following me, you just showed my page nothing but love, and I appreciate that. And when you come to England, I will see you because I'm not coming to Australia. You guys got some spiders and some.
Thank you.
No, you won't see me in Australia. That's one country you will not see me visit, and I'm so sorry. Have you seen the spiders out there?
You ever know that?
I'm
you know what I'm scared of?
What?
Nanny Shah, do you know what I'm scared of? And I watched you with them the other day. Birds. I am petrified of birds.
No, I'm good. Do you see the bird in my hand?
No, seriously. Yeah, freak me out. That would be my idea of hell. Give me a spider, give me a snake any day. Get a bird near me flapping. I am like, ah.
No.
Yeah.
Man, because I'm not even scared of spiders. I'm not. But why am I seeing spiders and I can see your eyes? Why can I see fully see your eyes? No. No. Snakes as well. Slippery. No. I'm not here for it. So when you come back to England, we will link up.
I am coming back.
Yeah, you're gonna come.
I was supposed to be coming back at Christmas, but it's gonna be a bit later, I think.
Yeah, are you gonna come and visit?
Yeah. Normally I come over every other year, but obviously things are a bit different at the moment.
Yeah, I get it. Once things get back to normal a bit, why is there water dripping? Sorry guys, I'm just having loads of domestics here, ain't I, in my block. But yeah.
Where you live now?
No, I live on like an apartment blocks, but I think because the sun's out, you know, in England when the sun's out, everyone comes out. So
yeah,
the water's dripping. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're having a waterfall up there. I don't know. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Some of the comments, we've got loads of pep. Well done, ladies. Your sister said. Clearly Nanny said, I enjoyed you both. Thank you. Nanny Chella, good job, ladies. Thank you. Nanny Chella and Clearly Nanny, on Wednesday, I'm going live and any nanny can request in. So we better see your faces, okay? I'm known. Guys, watch this back on the replay because we're back to go now. Lorraine, I need you to smile because I'm going to do our, our cover.
How many chins? Nanny shots.
How many chins? Do we do one of those? Go. You do a chin one. You do a chin one. I do a chin one. Take care, guys. Love you, Lorraine. Bye.
Love you too. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Thank you.